Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mariah and this is Mariah's Moods. Welcome to a new weekend reading vlog. I thought it'd be fun to bring you guys along this weekend as I live my life and read some books. So I'm in the car, I just finished picking up some cat litter. I am out running some errands for the day. I'm by myself, which is pretty nice, getting some good old mama alone time. But I thought I would go ahead and bring you guys along with me because I have a very busy / relaxing weekend ahead of me. This morning I got up and did a bunch of decluttering. I went through my oldest daughter's closet and I went through my two younger daughters' closets, figuring out, okay, what from winter is no longer going to fit next year, what from last spring and summer can we carry on, just to kind of get an idea of the clothes situation, because it is slowly beginning to warm up here in Colorado. Today is a beautiful day. It's like 70 degrees. It is May, but last year at Memorial Weekend we got snow. So I'm not at the point of putting away winter clothes yet, but I am prepping for warmer clothes. So at some point this month, I will probably go clothes shopping for the kids. So I need to figure out, well, what did we have? What do we need? So while I was decluttering, I started to listen to Reflection. This is the Twisted Tale take on the Disney classic animated movie Mulan. So this kind of twisted plot is if Mulan went to the underworld. I will really say that I am really enjoying this. I don't know where to like categorize this book, and I should probably look into it. It's feeling a little more mature than middle grade, but a little more immature than YA. And I don't know if there's like something in between, but I'm really enjoying it. So basically it starts off with the scene in the animated movie where Mulan and her company are like marching through this mountain pass, and the Huns arrive and Mulan shoots the cannon that causes the avalanche. So in our Twisted Tale, however, Shang, I think he's a captain. Captain Shang, whatever, the love interest, right? So he is gravely injured. And so they're trying to take him back to the Imperial City to basically get him help and to like declare that we have won. China has succeeded in defeating the Huns. However, Shang is dying. One night in the tent, his father's ghost appears, basically like saying goodbye to Shang, and Mulan pops up and she's like, hold up, he's not dying, what are you talking about? And Shang's father is basically like, hey, yeah, he's gonna die tomorrow, and basically be taken to the underworld, and I'm just here to say my goodbyes because I'm moving on past the underworld, which is called DU. And so it's kind of like, I kind of get this sense of like purgatory. Basically, the spirits that go to DU are either sentenced to punishment, sent to heaven, or reincarnated. Shang's spirit is basically waiting there for him to die and next progression to occur. So Mulan's like, no sir, I will not allow this. I will come to the underworld with you and I will save him. So basically Mulan has gone to the underworld of DU and she's accompanied with Shang's family guardian. So Mushu is very small in this book so far. He's had a few funny moments in the very beginning, but Mushu's left behind. And so they basically strike up this deal with the ruler of the underworld, the ruler of DU, and she's like, listen, if I can find Shang and get him out of here before his spirit dies, then you have to let him live. And he's like, yeah, sure, fine, I'll make this deal, but if you're not successful, if you don't find him in all of my levels of hell, and or if you don't get him out in time for when his actual body dies, then you're stuck here as my prisoner for all of eternity. So it is really exciting. It's really fun. Mulan is just, she's a badass. Like, she is just like, no, like, I can do this. I don't care that I'm a woman. They still think she's Ping, so she hasn't quite revealed her true identity yet, which I feel like it's going to happen soon. but it's a fun little read. And so we're actually kind of going to turn this into a little bit of a theme. If you haven't watched my TBR video, I highly recommend you go watch that, because this book is on my TBR. And the reason why I chose this book this month is that one of my daughter's birthdays is in May, and one of her favorite Disney princesses is Mulan, or Disney characters. And so I decided to read Reflection in honor of her. So what we're going to do is, I'm reading Reflection. Tomorrow night for dinner, we're going to have some pot stickers, lo mein, some fried rice. Found this really cute recipe for like some candy sushi. So we're going to do a family movie night, watch Mulan, eat some yummy Chinese food, and just like enjoy each other's company. That was already on the plan for this weekend, so I was like, why not go ahead and read Reflection now, just to kind of keep up with the Mulan vibes. So I'm really enjoying it. I'll continue letting you know how I feel about it, but I am actually, as we can see, still in the car running errands. Here's the checklist for today. Declutter, check. Cat litter, check. I need to get my oil changed. I need to run to Target to just restock on some things for the house, but also while I'm at Target, I want to see if I can either pick up some things for my daughter's birthdays, or at least get some ideas for their birthdays, because it's getting down to the wire. We have a few more weeks, and I don't want to wait until like right before their birthday to birthday shop. So because I'm by myself, I think this will be a perfect time to pick up some birthday presents for them. They're just all over the map this year. Like usually they're very specific, like these are the things that I want. This year it's like, I want everything that exists on Earth. I'm sorry, we are living off of a military and a teacher salary, ma'am. We don't have that kind of money. So I need to figure out what exactly I think is going to be appropriate for their birthdays. And so I figure, why not do it at Target? Duh! Okay, so let's go ahead. I think I'm going to go ahead and knock out the oil change, because I don't want to wait too late in the day and then it get super busy. Let's go do that first. Okay, oh gosh, my glasses. Hi guys, welcome back. A quick update. I just left Michael's, went and got my oil changed. Everything's good. Luckily, needed a stupid air filter. Listen, why does it have to cost so much money to maintain your vehicle? Insane. Either way, just left Michael's, was able to pick up a few things for the kiddos' birthdays that I think that they're gonna like within our budget. I'm gonna go ahead and run to Target now. I'm kind of like keeping a tab for them. We like to be even and equal. They both get a budget, and then it just whatever it goes within that budget. So they understand that sometimes the quantity of presents might not be the same, but the quality and the price that went into them are equal and fair between the two of them. So I got more for my older daughter at Michael's, so I'm thinking I'll probably end up picking more up at Target for my younger, but I'm still keeping track to make sure that everything is equal. I guess I should update you with my reading. So I continued listening to Reflection. I'm still really enjoying it. We are going through, I feel like, am I just like parked in a, why are so many people? There's just so many people. Okay, anyway, so still going through DU. She's found Shang, and they are trying to work their way out. It's super cute. It's just, it has its moments of like, oh, that's kind of dark. That's kind of dark. But I like it. I really like it. And so like I want to say middle grade, because it's not quite mature enough for YA, but maybe like a more mature middle grade. So like up on that that older end of the middle grade spectrum, I would probably put this at. But it's super cute, it's adorable, and I'm really, really enjoying it. But it is getting later in the day. It's now like 2:30, so it's just going to keep getting more and more crowded as I'm out. And to be honest, I don't like being around people. And I didn't bring my headphones, so I have to walk through the store not listening to anything, which it's not my thing. It's not my thing. So anyway, let's head to Target, get some Starbucks, and shop. Hi friends, welcome back. It is the next day. I am so sorry. I completely forgot to vlog last night. I am like the worst when it comes to vlogging in the evenings. I think the last thing I updated you guys on, I was out shopping, running errands yesterday, and I was headed to Target. And I did go to Target, and it was a wonderful Target trip. I was able to get the rest of my daughter's birthday presents, and I was able to find all of their gifts like under our budget. It kind of got to a point where like we have a set amount that we spend for each child on their birthday, but it kind of got to the point where I found everything really that I think that they would want and enjoy, or something that they've mentioned in the past, and it kind of got to the point where, well, we're under budget, but if I'm not going to just buy something for the sake of buying something, so they are still completely equal with their budget and their gifts, but it was actually under what Marcus and I had planned, so that is really nice. I love just love a good financial save. So this morning I got up and it was pretty quiet, so I got some reading in, like changed some loads of laundry, and decided to do some cozy reading, and I finished Reflection by Elizabeth Lim. This was super cute. I loved it. I really did. Like I just don't know what to rate this. Like right now I'm sitting at like a 3.5, but I kind of want to give it a 4 because I feel like if you really think about this and analyze this, it's saying a lot, but on the surface level, there really wasn't much conversation or depth. But as an adult, I can really kind of see what was trying to be accomplished here. So it was really, really great. I would love for Disney to make these twisted tales into animated films. Like if they like archive the original animated like characters, but like do like a Disney Plus series of like twisted tales, but it still look like the animation that these are kind of like drawn from. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't want like updated animations, and I don't want live action. I want Mulan to look like how she looked back in like, what was it, 98 when it came out, but it be this story, because this was really, really nice. So I love the conversation that this was having with Mulan, reflecting on her relationship with her family, with societal norms when it comes to women in combat, or the women's role in that women are more than just wives and mothers, and that's okay if that's what a woman strives to be. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be simply a wife and a mother, but there's also more options out there for women. And so I love just like the feminist take that this has on the story. I mean, and we already got that in the original Mulan movie, but really having her reflect on that and be part of a challenge that she has to go through and tackle in order to get out of DU was really, really great. So I really, really enjoyed this. Tonight we are going to watch Mulan. I'm going to make the pot stickers and the fried rice. I'm going to try a new lo mein recipe, and we're going to make some candied sushi and have a movie night as a family watching Mulan. And I really want, I'm going to recommend that my daughter, who chose this one, who will be 11, to read this. I think this might be a little bit of a challenge for her, but I think it would be a great challenge at her current reading level. Alright, so for the rest of the morning, I'm going to finish putting some laundry away, and then I'm going to sit on the couch and start my next book. So let's go ahead and get some chores done and then do some cozy reading. Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm going to go ahead and continue on with theme because I really enjoyed that twisted tale. So I'm going to go ahead and start Go the Distance. This one is written by Jen Catalina, and this is the twisted tale centering Meg from Hercules. And this alternative ending says, what if Meg had to become the Greek god? I'm reading this for my younger daughter who will be turning 5. Meg is one of her favorite Disney characters, so she chose this one for my TBR. So I'm going to read this one. This one is much shorter than Reflection, as you can see. So this one shouldn't take me too terribly long to get through today. I'm going to enjoy my coffee. I'm going to do some reading, and then I'll check in with you guys later. Be a time where I can just wear my glasses without the glare. Apparently not. Okay, so it's probably been like an hour and a half since I last checked in with you. I finished cleaning up the kitchen and sat and enjoyed some coffee, watched a little bit of YouTube, and then I sat down to read. So I probably sat down and read for like 45 minutes. Currently on page 69, chapter 6. Of Go the Distance, and I'm really enjoying this one. I don't want to like say that I'm loving it more than Reflection so far, but I'm definitely more intrigued by Meg as a character. So basically, we pick up on this story at the end of the animated Hercules movie. So Hercules has completed all of his missions. I don't even remember like all his tasks to become a god. Now we're at the point where he has entered in Mount Olympus. Meg's with him, Phil's with him, Pegasus is with him, and they're basically having this like party to celebrate that Hercules can now be a god. Then Hercules drops a bomb that he doesn't want to be a god. He wants to go back down to Earth with Meg. And Zeus is like, no, absolutely not. No. So while this is happening, Meg is just kind of like, oh, let me just stand on back and like let this happen. And she overhears Aphrodite and Demeter talking about how they heard that Zeus was aware of Hercules' situation from the start. He knew that he was on Earth and basically stuck there, and he didn't really do anything to rescue Hercules. Instead, let his life be his life and go through the task to become a god. So Meg's like, ugh, like, does Hercules know this? He definitely needs to know this. So she kind of goes back over, and Hercules and Zeus are kind of having an argument, like, you know, why can't I go with her? Zeus is like, no, like, this is not good. You need to stay up here with us and the other gods and goddesses. And Meg's like, well, let me tell you a bit of information, Hercules. Did you know that your dad knew this entire time that you were down there and he could have done something and he didn't? And Zeus was like, oh, hell no, ma'am. On the Disney premise, Hera is Hercules' mother. So she's not happy. She's not happy that her husband knew that her son was down there as a baby and that he could have done something all along. And he didn't. Now, I understand his reasoning. I understand why Zeus chose not to intervene. But I do love a little bit of like tiff between the two of them. So either way, Hera pulls Meg aside and she's like, listen, do you love my son? If you do, why don't we make you a god? And Meg is first and foremost like, love is a strong word. Love is a strong word. Just know this guy. I know I care about him. I know he saved me, but I also know that I betrayed him. So I don't know if I want to say love. But she's like, I could just say it, and then maybe if we get to spend eternity together, maybe it'll turn into love. So she's like, yeah, of course, I love your son. Of course. So Harry's like, cool. So I'm going to send you on some tasks and you're going to have to complete them. And if you do, and within 10 days, then you become a goddess and you can stay up here forever with Hercules, with us, and you can be a Greek goddess. So Meg's like, that's a lot. That's a lot. And in 10 days, like, girl, don't you know? Like, I have no training. Have no training. And Harry's like, no, you gotta believe in yourself. You're gonna do some pretty, personal tasks, and you're gonna get it, and you're gonna do it, and you're gonna come up here, and you're gonna be with my son. So that's kind of where we're at. But what I'm really, really enjoying about this is that, for one, we have like women empowering women, which I love, which was not always the case in traditional Greek mythology. And what I also really enjoy is that we're getting more of Meg's background and why Meg is the way that she is. Why has she made the decisions that she's made? And it's just starting to make sense. Meg's mother teaches Meg from a very early age, like, no one's going to take care of you like you can take care of you. You don't need a man. You don't need help. Trust in yourself because you are the only person who's going to make sure that you have what you need. And while I understand that and while I appreciate that, and to some extent I agree with it, also it's kind of setting your child up to not be open to help and not be trusting of anybody. And that can definitely hinder relationships. And we see that with Meg as she grows up and when she meets Hercules. So I don't really want to go into a lot of details about her backstory in case you decide to read this. But we're definitely getting more insight into Meg and her decision making, her thought process, which I love. We're getting supporting women, Hera and Aphrodite and Athena supporting Meg. We're getting a lot of good support from a male character. Hercules is great with her and understanding of who she is. And he's like, you got this. Like, you got this. If you need me, here's this like special little flower that you can use and I'll come help you. But I know that you got this. But what I'm noticing is that Meg is learning that she can't do everything on her own, that she has to have help, and that it's okay. It's really, really great so far. I want to keep reading, but I do need to get a little bit of work done today in preparing for this coming week. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I did check with my library and they have the audiobook. So I went ahead and checked out the audiobook. I'm going to pick up on the audiobook where I left off while I do some work, and I'll check in later when I have more thoughts. Hi friends, so good evening. It has been a few hours since the last time I checked in with you, but since the last time we spoke, I finished Go the Distance. I really, really enjoyed this one. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 4 out of 5. I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to spoil, but what I really, really enjoyed was Meg and Meg's journey and growth that we saw in this story. And as she had to complete her tasks, the amount of vulnerability that she had to show and being okay with asking for help, or just understanding that it's okay to put trust in people. And it was just so good. I just really, really enjoyed this. I found Meg to be very, very strong and stubborn, but endearing and willing to change and she was so open-minded in this whole process, which ended up being very rewarding for her. Seeing her backstory and kind of where she got a lot of her drive from was really refreshing, but understanding that even though she felt that she was raised the best that her mother could, that still sometimes that wasn't enough for her as an adult, but recognizing that and making personal changes in response to that was really, really great and done really, really well. I just really, really enjoyed this. So I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. And so happy I went ahead and picked this up. So it is 8 o'clock on Sunday. So the kids have just now gone to bed. and Marcus and I are probably going to relax. So I know that he has been wanting to do some more gaming, so I think he's going to get on his I think he's going to play the PlayStation for a little bit, and I'm going to crochet. But I also might continue reading.
Got me reading.
I do.
I'm reading now.
What are you reading?
3 books. Oh,
Tell them what you're reading.
The Patient Silent. Silent Patient. Sorry, I was looking at it in the camera. My bad.
By Alex.
I don't know. Here. Michaelides. Whatever.
What do you think so far?
It's pretty good. I'm waiting for the twist and turn, but it's already kind of coming. Some stuff happened. Had to watch my French. Some shit happened.
Fine. I don't care.
But now there's another side story I want to know about.
Mm-hmm. He thinks it's coming. He doesn't.
Hey, I'm over 100 pages in. Love you.
Love you. I think I'm going to go ahead and stop the vlog here because it was just like a weekend reading vlog. And given that the weekend is over, the vlog shall be over. So I hope you had fun coming along with me this weekend, running some errands, reading some really cute books. By the way, I did look it up. These are intended for YA ages 12 to 17 based on their website. I do think that's appropriate. I think reading level wise, 12 is appropriate. Also content level wise, that's appropriate. But obviously if you have like a middle grader, you know them better. You know what you're comfortable. There's nothing smutty in here. There's nothing really gory. There's nothing I would say is like incredibly inappropriate. For me, I think it would just come down to reading level. So either way, I'm a grown-ass woman and I really enjoyed these. So you can too, even though you may not necessarily be the intended target. So I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here. The weekend is now done.
No. I'm coming.
No. Another update.
Her birthday is coming up. And we're going to celebrate it before.
My birthday?
Yes, June 18th.
Yeah.
Got it.
No, Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
My birthday.
Yeah, Mother's Day. Hey, look, there's so many days for you girls, so I don't know which one to keep up with. But she's had 2 gifts. You got to see her reaction. I think she's going to love both of them. I actually took a lot of thought into this.
Okay. Which is a lot for you.
I'm a great husband. Don't take that serious.
You are a great husband. You're just not a, shopper. Alright guys, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and I would greatly appreciate it if you were to subscribe to my channel. If you love all things bookish and lifestyle related, you are in the right place. I hope you have a wonderful time out there and your day is full of good moods and good vibes. Bye!